Hi, hello, my name's Ollie and this is my channel Book Drawer. For those who don't know, I enjoy making videos about queer fiction and doing little reviews. But today I am here with the beautiful and the wonderful Julia K. Davis. And we have known each other for a millennia. How many years? Like,
oh my god,
like
20 years?
Yeah, I'd
at
say
least?
around that. Yeah.
2 decades.
2 decades, oh my god, 2 whole decades. But sorry, we're just both doing this through handheld phones, so we're all a bit shaken, a bit wobbly. Julia lives in the West Midlands, isn't it? And I'm up in Manchester, which is in the northwest of England, just for context for people. But so today we're just going to kind of give you a little bit of background, I suppose, in terms of how we met and who we are. So hopefully I can encourage you guys to go over to Julia's channel. And just so people know and are aware, the reason why I'm doing a booktube channel is actually because of Julia. I don't know if people know this, but because I did mention this on my channel before, but I started watching booktube after watching general YouTube for ages first, and then we had a conversation where, oh my god, you love YouTube as well? I spend all my time watching it. And then she was like, do you watch booktube? And I was like, what the hell is booktube?
I remember that conversation. How long ago was that?
That was now 2 years ago, because then I started watching people like Jen Campbell and George Lester, I want to say. Why do I want to say that? I hope that doesn't. His name's gone out. He hasn't done stuff for a couple of months now.
But he's the one that you were watching 2 years ago.
I was, yeah. No, he has. He's just kind of dropped off for the last couple of weeks. He's just been busy. But his channel's
Words of a Reader. I like Words of a Reader. That was 2 years. Yeah, I found it around that time. That was at the height of. I was talking about it a lot.
And also the wonderful Simon Savage, who we have a mutual appreciation for.
Yes. I just say that I have obviously known Oliver since school, and I opened up my YouTube subscription box, which is basically booktube, and on the top of the news feed or whatever it is at the front, the subscriptions, there was a photo of Savage Reads and then Ollie in the same, and I swear it was the weirdest thing I've seen. It's like, what on earth? I didn't even know that he was doing booktube or that he knew Savage Reads or Simon or anything like that. So it was really cool. Hold it there. There we go.
Oh, that works.
That works.
Oh, thank you.
Here's my arm.
This is Julia's arm. So the pair of us met a long time ago. We think we're about 12, 13 years old. I was just reading in the library, minding my own business. I think I was reading some graphic novel, I'm not entirely sure. I start hearing the librarian having like some sort of raging shouting match at these 2 students, one of which was Julia, another was a mutual friend called Vicky. Hi, Vix. And she was saying, Julia Davis, I hope you're not messing around in here. You need to go outside and play. And then Julia's just pressed up herself up against the library books, and her head was turned and her hair was shaking, and she just said, if I don't move, she won't know I'm here. That was the first time I met her. That was my first interaction. I was just
What did you think?
I just thought, there's a brilliant idiot who I want to be friends with. And you've lived by that philosophy ever since. And like every time that I'm around this one, we do, both of us, I think, regress, don't we?
We regress in our age, I would say, by about at least a decade, if not 2, probably, I would say. Which is great fun.
It is, it's delightful. It's nice to rekindle those kind of childhood years, and also have a different lens in life later on as adults. With ingrained childlike brains.
Yes, that just return as if by nature, really. Which actually explains, I suppose, why we are here today. I mean, we're not here specifically to do anything work-related or study-related or anything. It's literally, what have we been doing, Ollie?
We went and saw It together because Julia's desperately been trying to find someone who is willing to actively go into a cinema and allow themselves to be clawed at throughout the entire performance as she screams in your ear. But I was willing to do that.
Yes.
Her husband-to-be refused.
I can't blame him, really. No, many people just aren't willing to watch things that are scary.
It's true.
And I'm the first one to be scared at anything really, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to go. I will still want to go.
Yes,
and then I'll regret it afterwards, and I never learn. But I suppose you're the same.
Yeah, no, I just enjoy being frightened.
Yes, me too.
But there are only like a few people within like my friends group who are willing to do that.
Yeah,
and
same.
Everybody else is like, no, that's bad karma.
Yes,
and
that's what I've been having. Hence
Yeah.
why we are in Birmingham today.
right now, and having this beautiful view,
Yes, isn't it pretty?
and including these people.
Absolutely.
We never read together, did
No, we didn't.
we? No. Maybe we should talk about that. Why did we never read together?
I think we were too busy feeling foolish.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
very
now
true.
we could read together.
Yeah.
And
Maybe that is
well,
something
I
that we
watch
will
your
do.
videos, and
And-
we're talking about book-related things all the time. You've got a book channel, I've got a book channel, but I think when we were at school, is that we didn't do that
That.
at all.
No, we didn't.
I'm a bit. I don't know. Are you ashamed of that a bit? I feel a bit.
Like what? That we didn't
feel-
share books.
Yeah, no, that we didn't do the reading thing, even though we met in a library and we
Yeah,
both
yeah.
have been brought by books in
Together.
general.
Yeah.
That
We never know. There is something in that, isn't it? But I think that was because it wasn't exactly like a good thing to be doing.
there we are. Just stay like that.
Just stay. I'm absolutely fine. But yeah, no. At school, I don't think it was necessarily like a cool thing or a good thing to be reading. Like, because you were on the Carnegie Awards as well, weren't you? And
Yeah.
you said you got up to gold. I
Yeah.
only got up to bronze. But that's how I got introduced to Harry Potter, though I didn't like it at the time.
Yeah.
But our paths never really crossed on
Yeah,
the
if we were both friends and we both did Carnegie,
Yeah.
and we didn't. So how odd! That's very, very odd.
It is odd, but I think also because reading for me at that age was quite solitary and
Yes.
something I definitely wanted to do in private, and part of it
Yes.
is that I didn't like people. I didn't
was-
like other students, because part of it was about being bullied. Like I was an awkward kid, I'd say, and
So you didn't want to be in a solitary position, you mean?
no. So I meant like I used books to escape
Oh, I
from
see. Yeah.
being living where we both did.
I also think that we had quite a good childhood in the sense that
Yeah.
we used to be silly a lot
We
and
did.
play a lot and be really ridiculously. You know, when they say how you act you're older than you really are, I would say academically we may have, worked hard, but really we were our age when
Yeah.
we were our age.
Absolutely. No.
You're really quite silly. Some would find it immature, and I would find it hilarious.
Yes, and I did too.
Yeah, laughing to the point of tears.
Yeah. Oh my God, more than
Yeah.
one occasion, like actual.
Yes.
Like, we used to hide out underneath something called like the math staircase.
The maths
which-
block stairs.
The maths
Yeah.
block stairs, and which was kind of the walkway point for all of school. So because it went
The
off
main
to
doors were there, here, and the maths stairs were here.
and we kind of just like took over that area, and we were just like, this is our territory.
It was
It
our
was,
territory,
yeah.
because that's where we all used to congregate and meet, and
Nobody else wanted it.
it was a prime spot.
It
I'll
was a
have you
prime
know.
spot,
It
and
would
like
be pricey these days
yeah,
to gather such a standing.
but because it was kind of coved, and so we were kind of sheltered and protected from the outside world. And actually, like
We used to sing there.
we did a lot. We sang many Sound of Music track underneath those staircases until we actually got told to shut up by staff. And even then we tried afterwards.
Yes. I think they round of applauded and then said that's enough.
Oh
now."
yeah, that was it. Yeah, shut
Said,
it.
yeah, stop.
Stop.
Oh, I got rained on.
Oh, in my eye.
What are you reading
Why am I
now?
doing it?
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading a whole load new, mainly YA.
Oh.
Queer fiction, yeah, but just because they're
Like what?
quicker and easier to read. So the ones which I want to read next are Proxy, which is by Alex London, and that's a dystopian tale which is about someone gets away with whatever, but the consequence is their proxy has to take on the consequences of their actions.
Oh wow.
So it's
it kinda
about
like-
class,
Yeah,
like
okay.
and relationships and that. But from seeing other people review that one, I was like, yes, I want some of that, please.
Yeah. So you learned of that book from
BookTube, yeah,
BookTube,
absolutely,
okay.
yeah. Because it was. Books are my social life. I think it was his channel.
Okay.
He was kind of just raving about how much he enjoyed it, and I was like, that just seems like a really kind of fun adventure, even though it's probably really distressing and upsetting.
Yeah. But you're
with
going
the one.
down the young adult realm.
No, not specifically. Definitely not. No.
Wow,
God,
that's
no.
clear. Wow.
No, but
I like
just-
young adult.
I do,
I
yeah.
like quite a lot of young
They're
adult.
good cleansers,
Yeah.
I consider them.
Yeah,
But-
because like you can appreciate things just for what they are in their right form. So you could say things like Twilight, they might not be specifically well written in a way of well, it's for young adult, but still the storyline's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I've not read them. I have no intention, but I've watched the movies. Like, it's a good fun ride.
Yeah.
Like, and I
Host.
imagine it would be. Host. My dad loved Host.
Yeah, I
Like,
like
which really, really surprised me because
Yeah.
he is quite particular about what he will pick up and read. But
Yeah.
he was like, "No, you need to read this.
Yeah.
This was amazing."
They
And I
can
was-
be really fast-paced things, can't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing young adult because I'm going on holiday and I just want nice quick reads which I can get through in a day, enjoy, put down, onto the next.
Yeah.
And then also I've got a bank of books which I've read.
Yeah,
Because
that's awesome.
maintaining, we were talking about this before, maintaining reading, actually the time it takes to read future books, that is a challenge, isn't
Yeah,
it? Like,
yeah.
And something that I don't really know
No.
or have answers to how you manage that better.
Yeah,
Like, that's
so
how
I'm always
process.
really conscious that I don't want my channel to be calls. I want them to actually have content of reviewing and recommending and learning things, not just the haul bit. And I think it's very easy to fall into the haul bracket. So I don't
Yeah. Hauling is...
I could haul every day. I have so many books.
Well, because
I've read one.
it's addictive though as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because like
you get
do,
addicted to the story
Yeah.
of what is in those pages. You want to find out. so
and
you
the
buy it.
potential of
Yeah.
like going into that little world and stuff. Yeah.
Well, you think about it, what's your ultimate favourite book?
My ultimate favourite book is Martin.
Okay.
Like that's his actual
so,
name.
so, but I bet you didn't know when you started it, like this is going to be the book. You
Yeah,
don't
no.
until it's there. So for me, it was, I mentioned this in another video, just my video just gone actually, or the one before, that my favourite book is The Historian. And I had no idea that I was even going to be, what's it called when you don't finish reading it?
Oh,
It's like TBR, but it's
yeah.
not. Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
I thought it could easily have been one of those, and because it's a slow burner, but it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
But why? What was good about The Historian?
There was a lot of, it was gothic, it was based in an academic setting that was nice, it was travel, it had the horror in it in a very, I would say, well, it was slow burning, so it was kind of petrifying and learning things as you go along, rather than just gore. It was like had something. It had substance. It was a horror with substance.
And do you think like your tastes have changed over time to be able to like allow yourself to go for a slow burn? Because that used to really bother me, but now I'm quite open to it.
That's weird. 'Cause I'm on a constant hunt to find a book that competes with The Historian.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, like, oh, is this going to be like that? That's
Yeah.
why I always kind of search for the same kind of thing,
Okay. So
which is weird.
is that now going to be kind of more of a focus for you in that kind of area then, in terms of your
No,
reading?
because I think I wrote about it quite a lot when I had to do for study-related things.
What were you studying?
It was for a specific module that related to my undergrad about literature, and we had to, or was it creative? I can't remember. But I studied M.R. James and, The Woman in White and all this, and it was, I think I've
What
done
that?
my bit. Wilkie Collins.
Wilkie Collins. I don't
Woman
know
in
this
White.
person. Woman in White.
And it's so, I feel I've done that bit,
Right.
and now I'm just, I want things to nourish my brain.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah. No, I want to see insights to other people's lives which I would
Yes.
not see myself.
Exactly, that's where I am. Right
Like,
now.
I totally recognise that I am in my 30s, white, gay male, and a lot of my previous reading has been all around that kind of area, and
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of bored by some of those narratives.
Yes.
I'm still interested in the queer stuff, obvs, but
Yeah.
I want to broaden that out and learn more about my community and give myself almost like a claim to part of that culture.
I think it's to be consciously aware that when you're looking at the 3 for 2 table on Waterstones, is that there is stuff far beyond those tables that will have a
Yeah.
lot of depth. and so things that might not be particularly well received or things that have been disregarded for whatever reason doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to be right for you. And so I'm always doing the search in the sides, going along things, trying to find things, and that's great fun.
Yeah, I
love
love the little reviews that the staff leave on the
Yes,
tables.
yes.
I actively go to those
Yeah.
and then I kind of look out
That's
for.
a genuine review then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, yeah.
It's not a marketed review, it's a genuine review.
So this has been me and Julia K. Davis. Everybody needs to go over to her channel and support her and subscribe to her and check her stuff out.
Oh, thank you.
Because then it will push her and motivate her to make more incredible content, and maybe you'll even see us again in future doing like this. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That'd be nice.
Because we do, we'll probably see each other 2-3 times a year.
Yeah.
So maybe in between catching up and talking silly, we'll have a chance to actually say hi together.
That'd be good. That'd be really good.
Lovely. Anyway, from me, bye, and from Julia, bye.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's you.
Goodness.
I just love the way you asked that question. So, it's like Lorraine.
It's like Lorraine. You're showing your age, my dear.
I'm showing your age, my dear.
My dear.
My dear.
Well, this has been so
You
much
took
fun.
the photo.
So I think we've recorded this once or twice, and then we got ourselves in a flux because people keep walking by.
So inconsiderate.
I know, right?
It's like being out in public. or
I know.
something.
And then and then you had to take your coat off.
I did.
And then he didn't press record.
And then I didn't.
But
And
we
now
will-
I'm back.
Yeah, yeah. With a different view.
Yeah. So where did we want to go from there? That was it, really. We're done. No.
Oliver, seriously now. Oh!